5 years ago, Honda's stock price was sitting at around $43 US. Today, it's at $23 US. But by the end of the decade, my prediction, it will be under 10 at best. Why? Well, their sales are collapsing worldwide. Now, the biggest problem here is two-pronged. Not only are Honda's sales collapsing in their two of their biggest markets, and in many other countries, such as Australia, where once they were one of the most popular car brands, but Honda are in complete denial over the reasons why. Their inventory numbers are now at massive figures, the highest they've been for a long, long time. So they can't blame inventory. The other problem here is Honda doesn't make its own electric cars. It's hoping General Motors can make them for them until they're ready to make some in maybe 5 years' time. My friends, this is a big problem. The beginning of the end is here, in my opinion, for Honda. It's a warning sign for the entire Japanese automotive industry, which will more than likely collapse within the next 10 years. Yes, I know that sounds crazy, but if you've been paying attention to the channel, you will have seen many of the reasons why. One of those, Japan's debt. It's higher than any other country in the existence of the planet. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans, and I'm coming to you from Melbourne in Australia. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the channel. It's great to have so many new subscribers. If you'd like to, you can join our Facebook group. I'll put a link in the description below. But don't join it if you're one of the people who are jumping on there just to argue. Not really interested in that, but join it if you want to join in. That'd be great. Honda vehicle sales in the US have tanked. And really, that could be an understatement. Honda finished the year with a 33% decline in vehicle sales in the US. Now, that's compared to an equally bad year last year during the pandemic. Honda's sub-brand called Acura finished 2022 with 102,000 sales, and it dropped even more than Honda. It's down 35%. This comes amid redesigned core products from Honda and Acura. American Honda Motor Company is still struggling to catch up to the rest of the recovering industry, posting the biggest annual drop in sales among all major automakers in the United States. And the problem here is it's not the biggest just for Honda. It's the biggest for both Honda and Acura. I mean, they won the lottery for both sides of the company. Or did they win the lottery? Or was this something that, well, they should have seen coming? Well, I'd say they should have. American Honda's vice president of sales attributed the drop in volume to a lack of inventory and ongoing supply issues, and noted that once stockpiles recover, sales will continue to rebound. But the facts don't support his claims. He said, "We begin 2023 with roughly double the on-hand inventory of 2022. And the expectation that this year will mean a healthy sales increase this year." So they have double the inventory, right, that they had, a year ago? And yet sales, even in December, were bad. Doesn't appear to me as though that inventory is going to help them. Honda's redesigned Accord and Pilot will reach customers this month if they want to buy one, closing the loop on the brand's major 2022 product rollout that included the HR-V, the CR-V, and the Civic Type R. Acura's Integra, which saw a successful launch in 2022, will add a Type S variant this summer. But those are all cars, or at least the Integra is definitely not a car that is growing in terms of its market share, because those types of cars are just not that popular anymore. American Honda finished 2022 with US sales of 983,000. That's a decline of nearly 34% from 2021. And in the fourth quarter, the automaker's sales continued to drop versus the fourth quarter of 2021. In December, combined sales of 93,000 marked an 11% decline. So which models are doing the best or the worst? Let's start with the Honda Accord. It's down 24%. The Civic, it's down 49%. The HR-V, it's down 16%. The CR-V, it's down 34%. The Ridgeline, it's actually up 3%. The Acura TLX is down 36%. The MDX is down 23%. And the RDX is down 57%. As you can see, the only vehicle that has increased in sales numbers for Honda in 2022 is their quite ugly looking pickup truck. I'm surprised at the sales of that vehicle. Please, Americans, why would you buy one of those? Maybe there's a good reason and I'm just not seeing it. Anyhow, the key point here is their vehicle sales are tanking. It doesn't matter about supply. That's going to make almost no difference Why? Well, because 2021 was also not a great year for Honda, and they've done way worse than that year. This is the mark of the beginning of the end for this once great company. They've actually had sales declines for 13 straight months in a row, meaning they've beat their own mediocrity for 13 straight months. And the thing is, in Europe, things are much worse. And I mean much, much worse. 18, they sold 136,000. Well, in 2021, they sold 73,000. However, 2022 has been even worse. And I mean much worse. The company has averaged around 5,000 vehicle sales per month. In fact, based on their current trajectory, they're going to do what they've just done in Australia in Europe very soon, become almost non-existent. Honda's sales in Europe are sliding so quickly that it's more than likely within the space of 3 years, they will no longer sell vehicles there, just like Mitsubishi, who exited the market a few years ago in Europe. Now, it wasn't long ago that Honda was selling more than 300,000 vehicles per year in Europe. Now they're on the verge of basically being non-existent on that continent. Why is this a problem? Well, the same thing is happening in a number of other countries, Australia being one of them. But you can expect these kinds of precipitous declines to happen elsewhere. Now, China is one of Honda's most important car markets. However, the Chinese car market is electrifying at an incredible pace. As you can see, Chinese automakers are pushing out legacy automakers. Honda will be one of the first to be massively affected by this because they are simply not ready for the EV revolution happening in China. Put all of this together and add the fact that in 2022, Honda had over $40 billion of debt, and their factories, well, they make gasoline-powered cars and not EVs, and you can really see the future for Honda is looking very, very scary. I, for one, believe they will need an enormous bailout from the Japanese government in the order of tens of billions of dollars. The only thing is, does the Japanese government have the ability to bail them out? I don't think they do. And there's a very key reason for that. I'll share that in a future video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.